understanding landing. We already know that having a weak plant increases your risk of knee ligament tear, but then what about the subject of landing itself? No studies have been on the landing, but it's already proven that your jump plant influences both how much vertical you can gain. You gain almost twice as much vertical when you work both sides, and you have a 70% chance higher risk of knee ligament tear if you have a weak plant. So let's look at landing. So Marcus, two-hand dunk. I'm not gonna tell him how to land. I know how these guys land. Now, I want you to watch Marcus's body. Go ahead, two-hand dunk. Good. A two-hand dunk usually leads to a 2-foot landing. Now, if you watch aggressive NBA players when they dunk with one hand, they usually land then with the opposite leg. So like my first dunk, without realizing it for years, was left-right plant, right-hand dunk, left-right land. So it actually was less than a year ago that I realized I was only landing left-right, and I couldn't make my body land right-left. So the best land for me to rebalance my body would be a right-left plant, left-hand dunk, right-left land, which I can do that now, and my vertical ascent's gone up. Now Xavier, when you started working on, so Xavier had no 1-foot dunking, it wasn't part of the package, right? Then I saw this guy dunk between the legs off 1 foot, but off his right leg, right? And as a right-handed player, usually it'd be off your left leg, but then we found out that when he dunks, was it after an injury or something?
Yeah, I think
Start dunking left-handed?
Yeah, or something.
So let's do your normal,
Take off.
let's do your classic. Xavier has posterized some people with this right here, with that left. All right, so let's just go ahead and get one of those. See how high you can go with that left hand. Look at that. Oh, and then by watching a lot of his landings, we realized that he was landing right foot first. So that led to the right leg. So for a lot of you guys who are right-handed, you may realize, holy shit, I'm only landing left leg, so my left leg stays the bouncy one. But there's an interesting condition, and Xavier gets to it sometimes, and that's why his left caught up quickly. But Connor jumped so high, and Michael Jordan luckily did this. Mike had no idea, but Mike would stay in the air so long that instead of his left leg coming down, he was still in the air, and the right leg would come down. So let's see one of yours. So Connor with a right-handed dunk will often land. Look at that, and if you watch through a lot of his past dunks, you'll see how he landed right-legged, which I never did that. I wasn't in the air long enough to do that. So already you have a quick overview of how you land, but now I want you to think about this. I want you to think about the fact that depth jumping, standing on something and dropping off, that can increase your strength by up to 14%, but it has a high chance of knee problems. So if you look at what we're doing, we're getting those shock effects into our muscles, but we're doing so in a balanced manner. So not only balance your plant, which cuts out that 70% not even necessary reason of knee ligament tear. So either plant, and then master dunking with either hand, it makes you more skilled in your game and it influences your landing. So that is understanding landing. This is not what I was expecting. This is kind of wobbly, but I'm just gonna show you the concept. If what used to hurt was landing on 2 legs from a dunk, so now if you can land 1 leg, now you just have enough strength in your legs. So you're gonna get to a point where you just can't hurt your legs even if you try. So there's nothing I can do in basketball to hurt my knees. That's the point you wanna get to. That's called bulletproofing. It doesn't mean, I can already see it now, anything that can go wrong online will, so pay attention. It doesn't mean you should go around trying to hurt your knee. But the point is you could imagine an athlete who's not strong enough to land on a certain leg, well then anything he does on the court is gonna be more at risk. So master your landing, and then you get the effects of injury prevention and the effects of depth jumping so you can increase maximal strength in your legs. Thank you for watching.